Warning: the following content may contain spoilers for film and television programs. It is also intended for mature audiences. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
So I don't know.
And it's a mock draft, so.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't know if we should do it week by week or just wait till it's done to talk about it. Might do it week by week. That'll kill some time.
Yeah, I'll give you something.
It's the off season, so.
And I thought you said that, yeah, you still record even though the off season is going on.
Yeah, we do every 2 weeks instead of every week.
Yeah.
So at least there's free agent signings and stuff.
There you go. Ahoy, all of you flick freaks out there, what is going on? My name is Andrew. Today I have with me the wrong half of Hollywood, a.k.a. the Perpetual Wizard, Jareth Mooneyham.
Ahoy.
And we also have the King of the Doldrums, Brian Vaughn.
Yo, dogs. What's up?
I'll tell you what's up. This is episode 95.
Yeah, we're getting really close.
I know. I think it's going to be like January, like the very first week of January we'll do episode 100.
Assuming we don't take more breaks.
Unless we crammed another one in to get it, like,
on
Christmas. Or New Year's Day.
Yeah.
I mean, have to Christmas is like a Saturday, I think.
Yeah, it totally is. I know when all the holidays are because they fell in a really good way for work.
They fell in a really shitty way for work for me.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it results in more 3-day weekends instead of, hey, go to work, then come back for 1 or 2 days, and then go on, and then it's the weekend. Ugh.
My work schedule means that I don't get any extra days off because of it.
I feel very, very badly for you, Jareth, but very good for myself.
Mr. Zach Chadwick's going to be turning 33 on the 24th
of
Christmas. He's a Christmas Eve baby.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's a thing. He is a Christmas Eve baby.
Yeah.
Did he have any magi running around giving gifts to people or whatever? You know, some wise men?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like 3 of them, you know?
But maybe like 2 since it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, the other one was, doing some other shit.
Yeah.
He was busy.
Yeah.
I mean, Zach wasn't as big a deal.
Not back then.
Not back then. Now he is.
Yeah, he runs our Twitter page.
Yeah, what's Jesus doing now? I mean,
yeah.
I haven't even seen
haven't heard that guy for
in a while.
But, how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Everybody's good?
Full of food is what it was.
Yeah.
Most of mine was driving.
Yeah, you went down to where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, didn't you?
Yeah.
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 How was yours, Andrew?
Because you're from Jareth-Lahoma?
Jareth-Lahoma.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be, if you had a city or a state named after you, would it be Jareth-Lahoma, or would you go with something different, like, I don't know, Chithuri, or...
I'd probably go with something different than Jareth-Lahoma.
Cthulhu's Crossing.
Yeah, I think Cthulhu's
That's
Crossing
pretty cool.
would probably be like the capital city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was pretty good. I had, some roast beef and some potatoes and some more starches and more meats.
I feel like starches and meats, that's all. And of course, as the poorest member of my family, I typically get the bulk of the leftovers.
Yeah.
All of which I've already eaten.
Oh, I have, I think, one more that I'm going to have for lunch today.
I think I do have a little bit of turkey left, which is going to result in a sandwich.
Didn't have any turkey this year. No turkey, no ham, just roast.
I had some turkey and ham.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
You know what happened to me over the years is I became a dark meat guy.
Really?
So I wasn't, I realized it has more flavor and is not as chalky.
For like turkeys and stuff?
Like chicken, turkey, everything.
Yeah,
It happened very gradually.
I have no problem with either of them. They're both meat.
That's true.
I've never trusted dark meat for some reason. I just look at it like, that's something's wrong with that meat.
At some point in my life, I realized just because your parents and your grandparents always get white meat only at the Chinese restaurant,
You
doesn't
became
mean
a
you
dark
have
meat
to.
hipster.
Apparently. Is that I want to make it into a thing.
A dark meat hipster thing?
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll go with you.
You will? Awesome.
It'll be my only hipster quality.
Let's start our movement.
I can't
I
conform.
You're
probably
wearing
have-
a plaid shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's a plaid pattern.
I thought plaid was a color.
No, it's a pattern sequence.
Is it?
Yeah, that's plaid.
I didn't buy this shirt.
Now you're making excuses.
I
Like the
didn't.
lumberjack, the red and black thing, that's plaid.
Well, I knew that. I thought that it had to be that color to
No.
be plaid.
No, because it's like multiple colors.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna choke to death real quick.
I'm sorry.
Shit, now I'm going to burn this shirt.
Your hair, it has that part, that like really defined part. That's kind of hipsterish, right?
That's plaid.
My hair is
That's
flat.
plaid.
That's
Hair's
plaid.
plaid.
Yeah, I got
Plaid.
my hair dyed
Do you think
plaid.
Ormsby has hipster hair? Kinda,
My
right?
mustache is definitely
Oh,
hipster.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
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 Not his
Like-
hair. It just seems like hair.
The reason why I have this haircut is because my
looks
hairline
good.
is receding
No,
so
I was
bad
gonna say it looks good though.
that I have to like cut it really short on the sides, so it looks like I have more hair on the top
No,
of my
that's
head
a,
than
that's
I
a really
actually
savvy
do.
move. Yeah.
It's an optical illusion. Oh man! No, I watched some good movies.
An obstacle illusion?
Yeah, it's an obstacle illusion. Yeah, you have to jump over hurdles, and then you notice something is different.
So you watched some good stuff though.
I rewatched Hell or High Water with the family.
I really would like to. How did you watch it?
On a
Is
TV?
it streaming on?
It's-
I think Amazon's streaming
It's
it now.
Amazon streaming it, and if you have HBO or an Apple TV, you can rent it off of there.
I have HBO now.
It might be.
I
on
did.
There.
I followed through on that.
I don't
like
know if it's
said.
on HBO now. It should be because the movie's great.
Yeah, I really want to see it. I watched all of season 3 of Silicon Valley, which I had not done.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I liked it.
It's pretty good.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do Westworld next. But now I'm close
Oh,
enough to where I think
man.
I'll wait till the season's over and then watch the whole thing.
Yeah, you only have 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
And then you can
So
binge.
since I'm this far, I might as well do that. Was
Yeah.
kind of my thought. I'm
I,
in the pushing to see as many movies released this year stage for my list making.
You only have a few left. So next week, I
Yeah.
get to see La La Land early.
That's cool.
I'm pretty stoked about that.
Is that the
Manchester
one
by
with,
the Sea, I would like to see. I still haven't seen Arrival.
Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's directed by Damien Chazelle, who, as you guys may know, directed Whiplash,
Yeah.
one of the best
Whiplash.
movies of all time.
No.
It's my number 9 movie of all time.
No as in I don't know that. No, not no as in
No,
I
no,
disagree.
it's not. It's not when my. No, it's not. It's not in your
No,
favorite
it
movies of
can't-
all time.
This matter of opinion cannot be true.
See, that's the thing I've noticed recently, and I've come to accept is since I started doing like top 10 lists and stuff.
Yeah.
I realized all the top 10 lists that I was yelling at as like a 20-year-old. I'm like, oh man, those lists are subjective.
Yeah.
I can't, be mad at them. Like the person made their list, and now that I'm making mine, I'm like, yeah, that's hypocritical of me to do
Well,
this.
as you know, I've been doing the year in music lists since like 2005 or
Yeah,
something.
you've been having that thing go
So-
for a while now.
So one thing I stopped or I changed probably halfway through that, like probably 5 years ago, is I started renaming it to my favorite X number of albums of the year rather than best or top, just so that if anybody wants to give me shit, I can be like, no, you cannot question this. This is I like this better than this other thing.
Can you give people a tease, like just a few of them that are like definitely going to make your list so far?
I was gonna make up what Lou Bega Jr.'s Mambo No. 5 single. No, I'm just kidding. I wanted to be more convincing and giving a fake thing right there.
Yeah.
Ones that I think are gonna be pretty high up there, but I'm not gonna give any orders or anything because
Yeah.
I still have more work to do.
Yeah.
That's
why I said just a little tease.
Jeff Rosenstock album is really good.
I don't know who that is.
He's awesome.
Great, thanks. Good talk.
Yep. So that's like, I don't want to say though that that's necessarily.
On your top.
Well, it's gonna
What
be
is-
it's gonna be on my list.
What is his Ginry?
Oh, it's like
I like that. Genry.
Genry. I never
Yeah.
thought of calling it that. He does like a variety of different rock and roll musics, but unlike most solo artists, he plays everything as a full band. So it's not
Like by himself?
in studio. Yeah,
He goes old Jeremy Larson on its ass.
Yeah. So but it doesn't sound like a solo guy. Like it's not quiet whispering and acoustic guitar.
He doesn't go
Yeah.
Elliott Smith on its
not-
ass.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't go Elliott Smith or like every indie band from 2006.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Those were the days when Iron and Wine ruled supreme.
Yeah, they're still around, Iron and Wine.
Is he?
Yeah,
I haven't heard a
He's
single
around.
thing from him.
He went full band for a while, like full
did he?
like power folk, you know.
I remember
The only thing that I know about Iron and Wine, having never heard anything by them, is that Mike and Katie have a vinyl of theirs.
Really?
What album is it?
I have no
Probably
idea. I
that
just
Such
saw the
Great Heights album. Okay,
I just saw the name and I was like, that's kind of a cool name.
you know what?
Yeah.
Everybody
It
thinks
is a cool name.
I want to hear what you think on this, Brian. Everybody
You know what
and
I
their
think. I think
mother
we've talked about this.
Everybody and their mother thinks the Iron and Wine cover of Such Great Heights is better.
I do
and
not.
I don't.
I don't
It's
either.
not
I'm with
better.
you on that.
Yeah.
We're like the only people in the planet because everybody's like, "Oh man, did you hear the cover of Iron and Wine, Such Great Heights? It's so much better than
It's
Postal
fine,
Service. It's
but-
good, but it's not better."
It also does a thing I don't like with cover songs, which is I'm taking your cover song and I'm going to radically change the style of it, which is really gimmicky to me.
Yeah.
Like, to me, the approach should be I'm going to just play the song with the spirit that was intended for it in my own way. You know what I mean?
I just
Like
turned him
if,
into Ted Nugent.
If
Actually,
old Sam Beam, who is Iron and Wine, if he would have covered that song in a more upbeat, folky manner, I think I would have
can't do
liked it
it.
more. Oh, he's done it.
Has
Like,
he?
with his own stuff, yeah.
never heard him sing anything as if it didn't sound like it was
There's-
the NPR theme song.
There's also an EP with Iron and Wine and Calexico, which is almost all upbeat, like folksy stuff. It's pretty good.
Calexico?
Yeah.
Sounds like a
That came out about 10 years
Oil
ago. 12
company.
years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Also-
somebody who sells me gas.
The Symbols Eat Guitars album this year is really good. If anybody knows who that is.
Do not. So
It's-
is Symbols E the name of that band, or is
Sy-
Guitars the name of
Symbols
the band?
Eat Guitars
I think that one of
is the name of the band.
I think
Yeah.
that some of our mutual friends have mentioned that.
I
album
remember
in
I
passing.
showed them to you guys in probably 2011 or 12 or something at one of the drunken music sharing things. That
For
we did.
everybody listening
Yeah.
to the podcast, Brian is our official music guru.
Yeah, that's what I do. I sit around and listen to music.
Yeah.
Also, a thing to note
Yeah.
is I'm probably the least hipstery of my friends.
Or does that make you the most hipstery? Like a meta hipster?
No,
Yeah, like-
we know a meta hipster.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, I know a lot of meta hipsters actually.
They're so hipstery that they're not hipstery anymore.
Like, because I have some things about me that are hipstery, but I have also the fact that I wear like Walmart jeans and that's a couple of funny things. One time, my brother was giving me shit about having holes in my jeans, and he was like, "Oh, so you're buying jeans with holes?" And I'm like, "No, I fucking had these jeans for 6 years.
yeah.
I came by this honestly.
I'm poor. You don't understand. There's a difference between being poor and a hipster.
Yeah.
You know?
See, I get holes in my crotch way before I get holes in my knees.
Or like always having facial hair. People will be like, "Oh, so you just start doing that?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me?
I'm too busy to shave.
I've done this since high school. I've had facial hair because I am covered in hair.
You're a
And,
hairy man.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that anymore.
Yeah, shaving also just kind of sucks.
I never.
Oh,
I don't remember
yeah.
the last time I did a straight razor shave.
I don't trust
I've never
that.
done that. It scares me ever since Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like he's
Except
like
I've never seen that, but also
like I'm
yeah.
talking about smooth shave, like a Gillette.
Oh, like just to
a
the
smooth.
skin?
Yeah, to the. I don't remember the last time I've done that.
I don't either.
It's been years.
I'm actually now trying to recount it.
Yeah, because I look really weird with a smooth face.
I do now. I look well. It's just when I started gaining weight is when I was like, "Fuck this," and knew I was like, "I've got to always have some facial hair
Yeah.
to obscure the baby fat," which is now not baby fat; it is adult man fat.
grown ass man fat.
It is
No, it is actually the fat of babies he has eaten, and it just
Yes.
never fully
baby
digested.
pizzas.
Yeah, it's GAMP, grown ass man fat.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good descriptor, actually.
We planned on having pizza for Thanksgiving. Actually, we were going to have a
That's a cool idea.
non-conformative. We were just going to order some pizzas, but it turns out,
Most of them
most
closed
of them were
early.
closed. So
I was closed. Also, a turkey
I wonder
pizza
what
would
we
be
should-
bomb as fuck.
all that tryptophan and grease and
Mm-hmm.
is it tryptophan or tryptophane?
Tryptophan.
Tryptophan.
yeah.
Okay,
Like
So,
you tripped
like,
over a fan.
The
Think
two
about it
things
that
that
way.
you thought it was.
we're wrong.
Yeah.
I got 2 of the 3 syllables right.
Yeah, I mean, 2 out of 3 ain't
Yeah,
bad.
B minus maybe.
I wonder if
C.
we should what should we be doing for the 100th episode?
I wanted to do like a live episode, like try
We
and
could
get-
also try
I would like
and,
to do that.
We could see about throwing out some like fish lines out there and see if anybody wants to suggest a topic for
Yeah.
us to discuss.
Do you guys want to do the Bears challenge again for the 100th episode?
We could do like a viewer's choice episode.
It depends who has to do it. Can we make Jareth do it again?
I'll train harder this
Wow,
time.
he actually is not opposed. Because
That
I
burger
remember
was
him
delicious
uttering
as fuck.
words as we were leaving.
Yeah.
Something about never doing it again and about us needing to die and things like that.
Yeah,
as
I
he
was-
was carted out on a stretcher.
Technically, we ate the burger. We ate all the burger.
Yeah, collaborative.
Collaborative. Yeah, exactly. That was like surprisingly, it was
Yeah.
really fucking good.
It was. We were just eating it with our bare hands like zombies from a body.
Yeah, it looked like a really bad episode of The Walking Dead. Just
Yeah.
hands of meat and there was cheese.
I don't know. I think it'd be pretty high standard for The Walking Dead these days.
The worst thing about that whole experience was just like the crushing disappointment from myself and like from everywhere.
So you were saying last time that the main obstacle you had to overcome is it was fresh out of the grill, so it was so hot you couldn't touch it.
Well, I could. It just hurt and slowed me down.
Yeah.
Because I was going at it with my fingers.
So next time before
And then-
we start,
There's
you'll
a
let it
sound
cool
clip
off for
for
a
you.
bit.
Yeah.
You'll just let it cool off for a bit then.
No, I'll
Jareth
just use a
was
fork and
finger
knife better.
blasting the burger at the
Oh,
time.
fork and knife.
Yeah, I could do that. I've like now, like at the time, I was like, oh, this is the only way I could do that. But now that I've kind of thought more and I've seen what the battlefield looks like, I know
Yeah.
how to
Just
know
eat
how
a
to
shit
act.
ton of lettuce as you're training.
You understand
regiment.
the terrain now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could do it, but I thought I could do it last time too. So
know-
who knows?
Jareth has also given me another idea, which is we should have we could have a pretty lengthy episode for the 100th episode.
Yeah.
What if we had a test that we made, like a quiz, to determine which member of our podcast
Is the most hipster?
Yes.
Okay. I did one
It's
of
a
those.
pretty good idea.
I did one of those online quizzes once. Like, are you a hipster? And then I realized I'm doing an online quiz. That's like the least hipster thing you could possibly
Oh, yeah,
do.
that's like the most teenage girl thing you could possibly do.
Yeah.
Also,
It's like you take the
like-
test and at the end it's like he likes you and you're like, but it's a hipster.
Yeah.
we have to all agree when we make the questions for this thing. We have to all agree that the certain thing is a hipster thing.
I think that it should be not are you a hipster? I think it should be a percentage, like how hipster are you?
So it would have to be like 10.
Well, yeah, no, you're right. It should be percentage, and we determine who's the most hipster.
most
by
hipster.
Should we
Exactly.
even make the questions to this?
No.
Is there a
Should
thing
we-
that we could go to get
We
those
need
questions?
to consult people we know.
Yeah.
Well, what if we
But
had
most
Mike
of the
do
people
it
I
since he
know are
can't-
hipsters.
Because Mike has a baby. Yeah, then who better to understand?
I think that Mike has a level of hipster to him.
Oh,
though.
he absolutely does.
Oh,
but
a ton of it.
He could make the list since he's always
Is
in
he your
baby
meta
town.
hipster that you know?
He is not.
Oh.
There. Well, yes and no.
He's pretty high. He's higher than us on the spectrum.
He is
I think.
a hipster, but he and I also have another person that we know named Mike as well,
Oh, okay.
who is.
Way more hipster than
Yeah,
him.
I guess Brian knows him more than I do now
Yeah.
because.
We are hand in hand in a musical project. Actually, 2 musical projects.
How's that going? By
Really,
the way,
really well.
'Cause
More news to come on that very soon.
I really liked everything you guys were doing before, so
yeah,
that
it's-
project you guys were doing was fucking awesome as shit. So
Yeah, we're very close to something which I will talk about.
see, I think
very
my
soon.
least hipster quality is that I like music.
Well, yeah.
I think that's actually a hipster quality. I think that the biggest caveat for hipsters is music.
No, because see,
I don't know. I feel like I wonder that sometimes too, and I'm like, but maybe I'm just skewed because I've always been like I've been really into music since I was like 10.
Yeah.
So it's such a strange, and I think I listen to too much like I don't know, like hip hop and black metal to be
that
to
does
be a
seem a
true-
little bit off.
I don't know.
But
Yeah.
like a lot of the people that we've known,
Yeah.
him and I, since again, that's the friend circles that I had prior to being in this friend circle, which also includes him.
Yeah, it's like a Venn diagram.
Yeah, you are the middle of the two circles.
I am that middle of the two circles.
They would say things like, "What?" I'd be like, "Oh, well, I like music." They're like, "Oh, you don't know," or like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you don't like music unless."
Fuck those people.
Yeah.
And then they'd put definers.
I mean, there are parts of it where if somebody says it, I'm like, yeah, fuck that. But what I'll just say is, I don't like that band.
Yeah.
People can like whatever they like.
Then
I don't expect everyone to have the same affinity for the same stuff that I do. I mean, sometimes I sing "Torn" by Natalie Imbruglia at karaoke bars. Whatever, I can do what I want.
You want to hear something crazy?
I don't
that
disapprove of that.
I thought of something the other day, and I
No
asked
judgment.
a couple people, and they confirmed it. So,
All right.
think of the song you hate more than any other in the world.
Oh, that's tough.
Wait, is that the name of the song, or is that?
Asking a question: Do you think of the
That'd
song
be a
that
great
you,
song
Jareth,
title.
think of the song, Jareth, that you hate more than any other in the world?
That's easy. Okay, gotcha.
Do you know all the lyrics to that song?
Well, there's only like 5 lyrics
don't.
for most of it, so yes. No, I don't actually. But
What is it? If it's that goddamn PlayStation song.
no, I actually
What?
like that song fine. You guys are the ones who had a problem with it.
That ruined a day of my life.
Well, I know the Eiffel 65 PlayStation
That is what
song.
we're talking, or that is the song we're talking about.
yeah. I'm still down with Eiffel 65. I
No,
don't
that
give a
is not
fuck.
my song though.
I was
song-
listening to Eiffel 65 the other day. I was listening to Move Your Body in Blue. I was like, hello, 1999,
I only
Andrew.
know 2 Eiffel 65 songs, which are Blue and that PlayStation song.
You don't know the Move Your Body, everybody.
No.
You don't
Move Your
know?
Body, the dub, PlayStation, Blue, Europop, Clown.
Clown's
Man.
actually a good song. I'm not going to
There's
lie.
many
Gareth,
songs
it's
in there
time
that are
for you
good
to come
songs.
Clean. Were you a member of Eiffel 65?
No, I'm not European enough.
No, those guys are hardcore Eastern European.
Yeah, it's One Thing by Finger 11. I hate that song. I have a story to
What
tell
song
about
is
that
that?
song.
Do it for me.
Oh,
Do it for me, Jareth.
Do you know all the
Slower.
lyrics?
More like that, yeah.
If I had it all, if I could change it all, I can't remember all of it, but it's like their most popular song now. I can play it for you, but we'd get like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be like Dead Aaron, and we get sued.
yeah. So
Uh,
it's my least favorite song on the entire
I'm
planet.
certain that I agree with you because they're terrible mostly.
I actually like many of their other songs.
There are a couple songs on that Grayest of Blue Skies album or something that was like their first or second album that I liked.
So I went to a concert where they were headlining once.
I don't know. Granted, this
So
is
you
all
went
with
to a concert of the band you hate more than any other?
Well, he hates that song.
I hate that song.
But
I was
guess-
also there for another band. They were headlining.
Okay.
And I thought maybe, they'd play the songs that I do like, which is a pretty wide selection. They played none of the songs that I like. They played like some obscure things. And they played One Thing 4 times.
And it was a
What?
song you hated?
4 times.
can't do that.
They did it.
Why would you do that?
You can open and close a concert with the same song.
I would never do that.
They opened with One Thing. People wanted more One Thing. They played more One Thing. They played another song. People wanted more One Thing. They played
Man.
another song, and then guess what happened? They used an encore for One Thing.
That is those. Also, the fans of that band must be shitty. Wanting
2
to hear
songs
one song
in the
over and
whole
over again.
set were not One Thing.
Even Ormsby didn't go to Don Henley asking for Boys of Summer every single song.
Actually, I did.
Never mind. Comment redacted.
But I got a whole bunch of other things. They did a whole bunch of Tears for Fears cover, which was
That's
really...
cool.
But no, Don Henley's cover of Everybody Wants to Rule the World was
Yeah.
awesome. And then the encore song was Hotel California.
Hey, that Postal Service Tears for Fears cover is really good. On a subject of...
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Flick Freaks episode of
No, they did...
What music do we like?
They also did
I'll
a...
tell you another thing.
They also did a Phil Collins cover, Take a Look at Me Now.
Yeah, that was
Or was that
really good.
was that just Ben Gibbard?
No, that was Postal Service.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
That's actually what I'm talking about. For some reason, I thought they did a Tears for Fears
No,
cover.
no, they
but
did
No,
the-
it was the Phil Collins thing.
Yeah.
Also, I will add one thing to that story about the concert. I don't know for a certainty
I'm so fascinated by that story.
if
though.
the lead
it's
singer of that
great.
band is on drugs, but but his demeanor, everything
He
about him,
just forgot that they were playing that song before.
Yeah,
like-
let's go. Yeah,
let's
you know
do
what we should play now?
like he kept scratching his arms and he was like rocking back and forth, and it didn't look like it was like the let's get the crowd pumped up energy. It's like
it
he
was
didn't
the
know.
I'm not doing okay energy.
Yeah,
It's like Radiohead. You never know what state that guy's in.
No, he's just kind of crazy. Tom York, he's crazy.
Tom York, that is one crazy dude.
The new Radiohead album's really good. It probably won't be on my list, but it's really good.
I hate to say this, I've never been a fan of Radiohead. I
Yeah.
tried really hard because everybody praises them.
There's
I
a lot
can't
of
get into it.
backlash against them now because you can't really say anything like critically bad about them. So people are like, "Oh, they're boring." Ugh.
I guess Chris Hardwick or somebody that Chris Hardwick knew, he was in charge of reviewing one of Radiohead's albums, and I think it was Chris Hardwick, and he didn't like it, and
Yeah.
like he got torn a new one. This is back whenever he worked at the big LA radio
Was
station.
this like 2011 or something?
No,
yeah,
it
that's
was
like
like
saying you don't like a Nirvana album.
oh, Nirvana fucking sucks.
I disagree with that, but they have albums I don't care for.
Hey, I've
Radiohead
Nirvana-
has 2 albums I don't care for.
I'm like, on Nirvana. Some of their
Radio-
stuff's good, some of their stuff's awful.
Radiohead is a band like I'm like it's okay. I don't get it. Nirvana, I just do not get how people like Nirvana, and
Yeah.
I am like one of like 9 people in the entire
But you don't
world
like
that
the
say
you
that.
don't like the punk music or the abrasive.
Never been a fan of
music.
punk music, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I don't like punk music, but I
your
like rock.
English
Yeah.
punk music, I love like Clash and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And,
but not like American.
And the Smiths.
Not
Well,
like
Smith
more-
is like really
Smiths is
depressing.
not really punk though. That's more like and there are like influences there.
Indie, you know.
Yeah, like early. Yeah, like early what we would call now indie rock. You know?
Yeah.
Not at the time.
I had a hairspray that was made from the tears of Robert Smith. So
That's awesome.
That's super expensive.
yeah, The Cure, man. I love The Cure. Cure's cool.
Oh yeah, I fucking love The Cure.
But
Oh, the song I hate the most, other than any other song.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
really hard for me to figure out. But I think it's the woman beating Nickelback song, the one where he's like chastising someone who beats women, like he's taking a really strong stance. That's like the same thing as being like, you know what? I don't agree with Nazis.
yeah.
You don't need to do that. Like,
Yeah.
and it's such a vague thing. And it's also a really terrible song because that band's really terrible.
Do you know all the lyrics to that song?
No, I don't know any of them. I just remember it really vaguely.
See,
I
I've
know some of
avoided it
them.
like the plague. That's the thing. I think what you're talking about is you almost have to hate the song so much that you revisit it
To reinforce your hatred.
to reinforce your hatred.
See,
And
I
mine-
typically just steer
Because
clear.
mine is a Nickelback song, my least favorite song of all
Oh,
time.
which one is it? It could be any of them.
Somehow.
Which
Or
one's that?
someday,
Oh,
gonna make it alright, but not
what about
right
that
now.
one where he says, "I want your pants around your feet"? What about that one?
Don't know that one.
It was on the radio back when
It's
sometimes I had to listen to the
Still
radio.
on the radio every now and then.
Yeah, I have not listened to the radio intentionally since.
You're talking AM, FM. I'm sure
Yeah.
you have like Pandora.
I listen to the radio
since
regularly.
like 2000 or something.
Yeah, I listen to it regularly.
I didn't even know that the radio was still on.
Yeah, for all I know, it's not. I do
Yeah.
yeah.
I have some news articles that we can jump into,
Wait,
unless
what?
you guys are having fun just talking about this stuff.
Well, there was one other thing I wanted to bring up, and I
Then
don't,
go for
it was
it, yeah.
about the thing Jareth was talking about with that concert, but I don't know what it was. It was just going to be me making fun of stuff, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I don't. I'm still really caught up on that story.
I'm working on a day drunk. Anybody got a problem with that?
No,
Go for it, my
Day
friend.
drunk.
Do I hang out here afterwards?
Yeah.
I
fuck
did
it.
a day drunk.
We
on
can order
Thanksgiving.
pizza and we can just hang out, play Gears of War or Titanfall. I don't give a shit.
Fuck yeah, man.
Let's do it.
Today's awesome. Fuck you, internet. You're holding
Now,
me back.
now I'm really pissed. I have to drive drunk people tonight.
Hey, that's what I was doing
Hey, do you
the
want
other
to drive
night.
me home?
You gotta pay me.
Hey,
Yeah.
you should sign. Are you an Uber driver now?
No, I'm still doing the Safe Rides thing that I did before. Or I'm doing it again.
Are you still over at the like bunker place?
Where am I at?
The bunker
Oh, in the
place.
Springfield Underground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sounds like a club.
Which you guys totally talked about. Was that last week?
Yeah, we talked about that with Roper because
Yeah, you
I
and
think-
Roper talked about it. I
'cause
was
I-
sitting there
I
like,
worked
oh,
at-
I have so much to offer about this.
you want
Whoa,
to tell
hold
us.
on. This is a different flavor than I grabbed
No,
before.
you grabbed
this is not a thing.
You grabbed a Mike's Hard Lemonade. I thought
Jareth
about
is
saying
losing his
I
shit
thought about
and his
saying
mind.
something, but then I realized maybe he just wanted to
There's
switch
no
it up.
point. He's just gonna throw it back in the gullet anyway.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
It's just very. I was like, oh, this is gonna be another apple cider, and then it's fucking black cherry lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never paid one fucking lick of attention to it.
I've had that for a long time. Those you might want to check the expiration date on.
Smells fine.
Okay.
Smells like a fucking warhead, so we're good.
I got those at one of those float trips, you know. I just grabbed a shit ton of those mixed crates of Mike's Hard Lemonade and brought that. That was back when I could drink. I haven't
Back
talked
in the day.
I haven't talked about that on the podcast.
Yeah, I don't think
What
you
hap-
have. You should do that.
So I can't physically drink anymore. I developed alcohol
It
intolerance.
finally happened to one
and
of
it's an
us.
actual thing.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Apparently my liver doesn't produce an enzyme. I forget, it's ADLH or something like that. And I have a good friend who is a physician over at Cox Health who I got really drunk last week. I got him really drunk last week, I
Yeah.
should say. He's a doctor, and he said that it is incredibly rare for somebody who is Caucasian to get that infliction.
Is it
That's
less
really weird.
common for non-Caucasians?
It is primarily found in people of Asian descent.
Weird.
Yeah.
Because you were like the most Anglo-Saxon person I've ever met.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I am wanting to do that 23andMe thing, though. I think that would be
What's
fascinating.
That? Explain that.
So 23andMe is this thing where they send you this tube and you spit into the tube. They send it off, and in a couple weeks they send you back they do
picture
a
of
DNA.
their dick.
Yeah, they do a DNA analysis and they find out all your heritage and stuff. Like you came from this ethnicity, and then that ethnicity was crossbred with this ethnicity, and it goes all the way back to Africa. So you
Sounds
find
awesome.
out
I
it's
wanna do
super
that.
cool, and it tells you like all your it gives you like your blood type and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I should probably know my blood type.
I
Okay,
don't.
does-
I know that I'm a super rare blood type that's super good for people. I think that's like
So
O negative or
negative?
Is
Is
it
that
O
the one that
negative?
can donate
The
to everybody?
universal donor.
the
yeah,
universe.
I think,
Everybody, because whenever I used to donate,
You should donate more then.
I probably should, but
I think that's what
don't.
I am too.
I thought
I'm
about
pretty
doing
sure.
the plasma donations to make some extra money.
It's awful. It's terrible.
Yeah, I
My
did
sister,
that.
my sister works
probably-
there at that place.
Probably
That
around
does
when
the
I first
plasma.
met you, Jareth. Ormsby, I've known you a long, long time.
I think I met you in 2006 or 7.
Probably.
Yeah, because 05 is whenever I was, getting kicked out of college. For
Whenever
the first
you
time.
started at the old
The bowling alley. I think that was 06 or 07.
What? So you guys are better friends than me and Brian?
I don't know about better
That
friends.
seems
I may have known
crazy.
him longer.
We're all interconnected. Remember Venn diagram.
You are the middle of the circle.
What was the point? of
Actually,
what I was saying?
weirdly,
I
he
donated
knows people
plasma
I
back
work
then.
with also, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people. That's what happens when you live in the same place for 500 years.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
We've been here a while. You're 31 now, right? 32?
Yeah.
Oh, you're 2 years
Congratulations.
older than me? I only thought you were 1 year older
I just
than me.
turned 32. Well,
Ooh,
as because
hey,
we have
Brian,
basically the same
so
birthday.
fun thing. You know how the last time we were on a podcast, we were talking about millennials and such?
Yes.
We're all millennials.
We are. So I was right about that.
80,
Yeah, you're right.
Good.
82, I think, is the cutoff.
That's the cutoff.
82.
Yeah, if you turned 18 at the millennium. But that's also really hazy because
Yeah.
different people define millennials differently.
The fuck is Generation Y?
Technically, if there was a Generation Y, that's what we would be. But
Okay.
it goes
Some
from,
people say that.
It goes like Gen X to Millennial.
I think Gen Y is the generation after us now, just because they moved
more
forward.
like Generation Y. Am I
But-
right? You know,
Yeah.
WHY.
I thought we should have been
That's pretty
Generation.
hilarious.
I thought we should have been like Generation I, like for the internet and shit, because you know
Yeah.
that was us, and
the
the one that
the,
really came up with the internet.
the baby boomer generation is the only one that's like well defined.
Fuck baby boomers.
They're like they have a specific time frame that everybody agrees on. Everyone else is kind of like, kind of this 30-year period, whatever. Fuck it.
I'm cool with being called a millennial because, and Ormsby
just sounds
understands
so
this.
shitty.
Once you've hit 30, though,
You don't
and
give a
someone calls
shit.
you a millennial, though, you're like, hey, see, I'm still young.
yeah. Once you hit,
So
I don't know. I actually I found this out because I was visiting my dad the other day, and he was bitching about millennials, and I was like, I think I might be one. And he was like, telling me all this shit that I knew was not true.
son. Now you need to be totally sure of this before you come out as a millennial.
So I was like, I looked it up while we were having that argument, And I was like, yep, I'm definitely a fucking millennial.
Well, you're only like, how old are you, Jareth? 14?
Yeah, 14. Yeah.
1,000, but yeah.
Yeah, thanks, baby
Jareth's
boomers.
the child we abducted.
Yeah, baby boomers, thank you so much for crashing the financial and housing market and then saying that we're lazy because we can't afford a house.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, no, as a politically liberal person, I don't know if you know this. That means
what?
Yeah, that means that I, by law, must be on like government assistance, and I don't work, and I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're
Also,
aware of
probably drugs.
that. Yeah. And
Oh,
drugs.
that's right. If you're a liberal and you're under the age of 42, then that means that you
Yeah,
are
I'm
a
worthless.
welfare.
Oh yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
if you're over the age of 42, it means that you're like a holdover hippie.
Yeah. You're either a holdover hippie or you're a
No-
worthless piece of shit.
Yeah.
How I've been managing to be this lazy while working
No,
60 hours a week,
You're
I
either
do
a
not
holdout
know.
hippie. If you're over the age of 42, you are either one of two things. By the millennial standard, you're either a holdout
No.
hippie or you're a racist.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I meant and a
but,
liberal.
But if
over
you're also
42.
a liberal.
Oh, I thought
But
you
Yeah,
either
yeah.
way, you
Yeah.
go to Jimmy Buffett concerts.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
He is the Venn diagram of the big,
well,
baby
older
boomers.
people.
I go to Jimmy Buffett concerts because I keep misreading them.
James
You thought
Buffet.
you thought
Yeah.
the buffet concerts?
Yeah, I thought it was a buffet for cannibals.
Does anybody
Aw.
think that buffets are good? I think
don't
that they
ever
are
go to them.
incredibly disgusting.
Well, okay, I have some of the same problems you do.
I'll just slide my hand back down here.
My
Oh, they-
big issue is that my
gross me out.
like I never get what I actually want usually, and it's also very tepid. You know, like if I go, now there are some buffets I'll do, like pizza ones,
I can't
because
even do.
I can do that because you can wait, something gets brought out, you vulture in on that shit.
No,
Don't
I'm talking about
come to
Ryan's
mind.
or Golden Corral.
Oh, I'm not doing
They
that shit.
They're so gross.
No. And if I look around Golden Corral, I often wonder what's going on in the world today.
Yeah.
I'm going to just go ahead and be quiet.
Hey, we can talk about what's going on in the world today. I got some crazy stuff we can talk about.
Yeah.
Sure,
You know,
let's drop some of those bombs.
Fidel Castro died.
I saw that.
Are you for serious?
Yeah, today.
That motherfucker
Oh,
was
no,
invincible.
Was it yesterday?
The 25th. So he died on Thanksgiving.
Isn't that today? No, it was
today the
yesterday.
Is today the 20th?
Today's
Oh, yeah.
the 26th.
For some
Yeah.
reason, I always think that Thanksgiving is the 25th.
So do I. I
But
did
it's
that
not.
because you're thinking Christmas.
Yeah.
and yeah.
That's
the
crazy.
third
That motherfucker was like unkillable.
He was 90 years old and he died.
What got him?
Age?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As given to us by the so-called media, we all know that it was a hit.
You mean
'Cause that
the liberal
geriatric-
propaganda machine?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
liberal
that thing.
propaganda machine. They want you to think that he died of old age, but really he was more vibrant at 90 than he was whenever he was terrorizing the Cuban
I don't
people.
know why. I don't know
mean-
why people have to complain about the liberal media machine when they can just turn right on over to Fox News and get the truth.
Yeah,
'Cause,
exactly.
Yeah. no.
Or a Rush Limbaugh, on the radio.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Or as I like to call them, a balloon filled with mashed potatoes.
So I
And
wonder.
hate.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to change the political structure of Cuba.
Well, technically, he hasn't been in power since 2008. His brother Raul has.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was in power from 76 to 2008.
Okay, so it's probably not going to change much in Cuba.
Yeah, Raul, his brother, which I don't even know how old Raul is. He's got to be
He
getting
is
up
not
there.
young.
Yeah, he's like 80 something, I think.
Why did he transfer power to his brother?
I think he just mentally his faculties, even for Fidel Castro, they weren't all there. But
But
yeah,
his
I-
hat game was still on point as the
Yeah, I don't keep my finger on the Cuba pulse as much as I probably should.
so that was the big news of the week is Fidel Castro died.
Yep.
Other big news involving Fidel Castro, everybody's okay. I understand why this person I'm about to talk to is doing it. He is just the dumbest person in the way he goes about it.
Great, so it sounds like your average news story, but continue.
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh yeah. Well, what happened with this? I'm glad you're bringing this up because I knew something happened.
Wait, is that
He's a-
football
no,
guy
he's an American
kneeling?
No, I
football
want to see how
player.
close he can get. How close can you get?
Football guy kneeling, big hair.
Yes. Do you know what team he plays for and what position he plays? Just throw a guess. I'll give you a hint.
didn't
West Coast.
Okay, so
Is he still with them?
Yeah.
didn't help for the team because there's several states over there, and
Yes,
there's several
that's true.
teams over there. So I can't guess effectively because I don't know them. But he didn't look as bulky as some of the other guys, so I'm going to guess he's offense.
Yes.
I don't
right.
know the He wouldn't be a
for
receiver, is he?
offense, you have lineman, wide receiver, running back, or quarterback. Or tight end, I guess, too, as well.
Yeah, tight ends.
No, tight end's a different thing.
Yeah.
That's more of a when we were talking about spitting into a tube.
I've come to the conclusion that tight ends are the biggest, scariest people in the NFL.
They're pretty scary looking.
So I know he's not a tight end.
Because I forgot to mention it.
I'm gonna go with receiver.
Nope.
Because he looked like he was fast.
He's a quarterback.
Really?
fast.
He's a
He
quarterback.
is? Okay.
Yeah. And it's a California team. So you have...
That's like 4 teams.
So
though,
you
isn't
have
it?
San Diego Chargers, San Francisco 49ers, the LA Rams, Oakland Raiders, and
Shit, is there
Say
fucking
the
5?
Chargers? Did you say that already?
I thought I said San Diego
I
Chargers.
think you did.
Okay.
So are there 4 fucking teams? Was I right on that?
I think that's
I
right.
think so, yeah.
Suck
I
it.
can't
We're
think-
probably forgetting
probably forgetting one.
You might not have said the Chargers.
the Raiders.
Oakland. I
Yeah,
said
you
Oakland
did say
Raiders.
Oakland Raiders. They're the last one.
Yeah.
All right, anyway. So he's the one who was kneeling, right?
Yeah, that's him. San
Gotcha.
Francisco 49ers, by the way. He's the quarterback for them.
Okay. So is he doing a different thing that people are throwing a fit about now?
Yeah, so here's what happened in the news the other day. He was the reason why he's been kneeling during the national anthem is because he doesn't want to
It's in protest.
salute. He's in protest against the Black Lives Matter and the police shooting and stuff.
Treatment of blacks in this country.
Yeah, the systematic oppression, which makes sense.
I had no problem with that.
No problem with that at all. You can kneel and stuff, but here's why
Even
he's
if
a
it
fucking
didn't
dumbass.
make sense, he completely has the right to
He is
do it.
He has
more
the
than-
right to do it, and I also, me personally, do not really believe in this pep rally jingoistic bullshit thing we do with the national anthem.
Everybody has to stand up.
And put
Not
your
gonna
hand
lie,
over your hearts.
I do that every single
I
time.
do it so I don't get my fucking ass kicked.
I do it because I
It is kind of jingoistic, isn't it?
No, it absolutely is.
It was even that way in like elementary school.
Yeah, it really weirds me out, and I've never liked it.
really I like doing it, but that's just me personally.
Yeah.
And if you do not want to do it, more power to you. I am way if you don't want to salute or do the national anthem, that's fine by me.
Oh,
Don't do
yeah.
it. I am more than okay with it.
People can
Here-
do that. I'm going to go ahead and do all of it because I am not a trained fighter, nor do I carry a gun.
Yeah. Okay, so here is why he's a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
He was doing this big speech on systematic oppression and, the way that we don't have freedom in this country while he was wearing a fucking Fidel Castro t-shirt.
That was
Wow.
probably not the best choice.
It's probably a very bad choice.
Yeah.
Maybe he was trying to be ironic?
He was, okay, I need to clarify. He was wearing, it was like a collage shirt that had like pictures all over it.
Also, they
But
make
every
Fidel
single-
Castro shirts?
Every single picture was a picture of Malcolm X shaking Fidel Castro's hand. Like there was a picture of, I guess back in the 60s or whatever, Malcolm X and Fidel
So was
Castro
the
met each
intention
other.
of the shirt just to say, hey, anyone can get along?
No,
Wait,
it
maybe
was
it was more of a Malcolm X shirt.
It was.
that-
That's what he says. It was more of
Yeah.
a Malcolm X shirt.
But why, when you're doing something publicly, would you risk that?
But there was a 6-picture collage. Like not one of those photo booth things. Where
Yeah.
it was like a picture of Malcolm X shaking Fidel Castro's hand. Malcolm X,
Malcolm
hugging Fidel Castro.
X
like
sucking Fidel Castro's.
photo ops. It was
your
the,
usual things.
It was the photo op thing.
Standard photo op procedure.
Exactly. And people are like, you're wearing the modern oppressor of the world on your T-shirt, and you're
Yeah.
talking about systematic oppression. And he
I
says,
don't know that I would call him the modern oppressor,
I
just
know
because of North Korea.
you have Kim Jong Un,
Yeah.
Kim Jong Il. You had, I guess, the oppressor besides like
Yeah, he's pretty
the
bad.
besides the Middle East and North
Not
Korea.
at all to diminish
Russia
him.
for a while, yeah.
Yeah, but he is
Jimmy
a
Carter.
He's a figure. Jimmy Carter. Okay, but Fidel Castro was a figurehead of systematic oppression.
Oh yeah,
It-
no, I'm not trying to diminish what he did at all. I'm just saying he's not the newest.
I don't want to diminish how shitty that guy was.
So that's what the big, thing in the news
Yeah,
about
the big
Kaepernick.
hullabaloo.
Yeah. So Fidel Castro died. So did Florence Henderson. She died the
I
other
saw
day.
that, yeah.
So
I don't know that name offhand.
Carol Brady, the mom in the Brady Bunch,
Oh,
she died.
She was also in other things.
Yeah, but
I
if you
assume.
didn't have to be, I'm sure she made.
I
a
have
buku-
absolutely no idea.
Yeah, Marsha Brady's still hot. And that's not
Is she?
fair. Oh my god, she is gorgeous as
She
shit.
was
And
hot
she's
when
like
they did that
6
reunion thing.
And she's like 60 years old. And she's
Marsha.
That's her.
She can't be that. Oh, she could be that old.
Yeah, she's like.
And the Brady's bunch was like from 1872.
Somehow they were projecting it onto like trees.
No,
You
the
guys,
story
I
was
just
just
got
being
an
told.
email from Guitar Center, and it says
Black Friday
our
deals.
biggest sale of the year.
Holy
So-
shit! Guess what?
How old is.
My favorite thing about these is when they're like, this guitar before it was $4,000. Now it's only $3,600. Go get it, buddy.
All right.
It's like
how,
Still outside of my reach.
still outside of my reach.
You
How
look.
old
it's
is
like
Maureen
if they took
McCormick?
the bar at Limbo and reduced it 1 millimeter.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you can do it.
Instead of hitting you with
or
a
raised
20,
it, rather.
instead of hitting you in the head with a 20-pound rock, this one's gonna be 18 pounds.
Yep, exactly. Maureen McCormick. I knew it. She is 60.
That's so weird.
Marine?
Yeah,
Maureen.
Maureen McCormick.
Maureen, not Marine.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not Marine. Like, yeah, she's held up remarkably well.
Yeah.
Of course, money.
God
doesn't
fucker.
hurt.
Damn.
She's never.
She's gotten the Jareth Mooneyham seal of approval.
I guess this is her on Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, she looks great.
Yeah,
She's
hell.
60.
It's really weird.
She's
Banging
like
for
a.
60.
What's his name? That doesn't age.
You mean
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd doesn't age, but I was thinking
Sam Elliott?
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott has
he
just
was
always
born
been
old.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking John Stamos. That guy does
Oh,
not
yeah, he
age.
still looks
Who's
young.
the guy from Karate Kid? What's his name?
Ralph Macchio.
Because he still looks 14.
Ralph Macchio.
Has anybody seen Ralph Macchio lately?
Yeah, he was on like another show recently. It was like a guest appearance.
Karate Man.
And yeah,
grew
he
up.
still looks like maybe now he's 20. Like that's what he looks like.
That's really weird.
Well, I mean,
You guys can look this up. Fuck it. I'm not doing it.
there's
maybe
also
12
Billy
years.
Zabka from the Karate Kid. Can't forget about him.
No.
the
Well, you could
unsung
forget
hero.
about him.
The unsung hero of the Karate Kid.
Is that the sweep the leg kid?
Yeah, he was the blonde villain kid that smoked
Okay.
pot. And there's a theory. I don't
Put
know if
him in
you've
a body bag.
I don't know if you've ever read this theory, but it's actually this. It turns out that Ralph Macchio is the villain in the Karate Kid, and Billy Zabka is actually the good guy.
Yeah, I think Cracked does a thing on that.
Did they really? Okay, because I knew that Neil Patrick Harris in How I Met Your Mother did a whole episode on how Billy
Yeah.
Zabka was actually the good guy, and
Yeah, because he's like that was his thing.
it was his childhood. You know what? I'm gonna say it right now.
Oh yeah, because he shows up even in
Because
that
he shows
episode.
up at his. And
Yeah.
I'm going to say it right now. I don't care what anybody thinks. That is one of the funniest fucking shows of all time. How I Met Your Mother.
I've not seen it, so
I
I cannot
think
weigh
It's
in on
better
that.
than Gilmore Girls.
I doubt that.
I
Jareth.
have.
I'll
gone back-
report back next week on my Gilmore experience, which is happening directly after this podcast
So-
before my driving duties.
So, are you rewatching Gilmore Girls, or are you watching the new season?
I'm watching the new thing.
Oh,
Is that coming out today?
It
Then I'm
came
guessing.
out yesterday.
Yesterday.
Gotcha.
I have to watch episode 2 of the Grand Tour. I haven't watched it yet. People are saying that episode 2 is not all that good, but don't worry.
That's
what
the
is
car
this?
one.
Yeah. So you know they had Top Gear on BBC, and then they
Something
all
about cars.
yeah.
Okay.
It's actually one of the best shows ever, even if you're not a car person, because
I'm
it's
definitely
so
not a car person.
because it's so fucking funny.
I can attest to the reliability of the Hyundai Elantra.
Yeah, you can.
That's all I
the
can
van, or no, that was the Astro you had, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Astro.
yeah.
Now
the Mike,
Now
the
I
proto
have a
hipster,
Hyundai
that,
Elantra.
the meta hipster that we were talking about before is the one who sold him that Astro.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, its name was Scarlett Johansson.
The hipster mobile.
Its name changed when I got it, but I don't remember what the fuck I called
Wait,
it.
you have a car named the Scarlett Johansson?
I did.
My Avengers name is Scarlett Johansson.
Really?
Scarlett Johansson is Black Widow in the Avengers.
ScarJo?
Would you like to explain the reasoning of the van's name, Jareth?
Did he just
It's
yank
a little
it to
bigger
Scarlett?
than little bigger than is traditionally considered attractive, but she sure still gets the job done.
Which is not entirely accurate. She's just got a great ass. But
Yeah.
what happened to the Astro? was
Well,
wondering.
when I bought my new car, I used it as trade-in.
Oh, okay. And it's
For part of the
less
trade-in.
of a story than I hoped for.
Yeah. Well, I got to the point after after I moved and everything. It was like I was driving 15 miles to and from work is what I do every day.
Yeah.
That is not a
Yeah,
tenable
that's fair.
thing in that. Yeah. So now I get like 32 miles to the gallon, And it's like I have a real vehicle that people don't look at me
Just so you know,
in.
I would not have been mad if you'd like made up a really cool story about like a dragon eating it or some
Why
shit.
the fuck is this the one time I didn't do something?
I
like
know, right?
I know.
It was like the
So
worst
anyway,
time for it.
So anyway, there was this wyvern.
All right, I have another news article here. This is
What
probably
is that? A snake dragon?
Sort of. It's like a dragon.
That's a
without
verm.
legs.
A verm is a snake dragon.
What?
WYRM.
That is pronounced worm.
It's verm. Because the W makes the V
The
sound.
next thing you're going to tell me
The
that
them.
movie I saw and liked was actually called The Witch and not The Vavitch.
Yo, you are adamant that it's called, because on IMDb it's two V's to make the W. It's the Vivitch.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me if this is not the most American news article, like header you've ever heard.
Okay.
Woman in Massachusetts tries to use a slice of pizza as a form of ID to enter a bar.
Yeah. I'm all for that.
I would let her.
Yeah.
Because-
she gave me the pizza.
No, think about it. Nothing encompasses the American, experience and, the way that people view America as fast food. Whenever you say,
Oh, yeah.
this is me, and you hold up a slice of pizza.
Yeah, this is who I
Oh,
am.
she's not paying with it. She's trying to provide
She's trying
it
to
as
provide
identity.
it as a form of ID.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
I was just talking about this earlier today with my sister about the idea for me. Well, I don't remember what the food item was, but I was like, I just never eat that. It just doesn't taste that good. And I'm like, but maybe it fucking does, and it's just because I'm American. And I'm like, did you not pour sauce all over that shit and just
Was it like a
deep
salad
fry
or
it?
something?
It was some drink or something. But I was just going on and on about, and it's true. Our expectation of, everything's overload here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've
Constant
ever
overload.
tried going a month without sodium and then
Is
eat.
that okay to do?
No, I mean the minimum amount, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
But and then you try something like salt-free shit,
Yeah.
without salt, and then you eat something that does have salt in it. It fucking destroys your mouth. It's crazy, and
I
then you
love
realize,
salt.
and then you realize, man, this is what I've been doing to my body. Like, don't have soda, don't eat fast food.
Unfortunately, all I do is have
So,
soda and
just
fast
so you
food.
know, in the Old English and English dictionary, it is worm. Only in German was that translated to verm.
Well, maybe my Anglo, Germanic.
Yeah,
heritage.
in the Anglo section, like Norse, it was still worm. But
Is
with
this
a
going
U.
to lead to us talking about Werner Herzog?
No, but he's great.
He has a
Okay.
master. He has a master class now on
Really?
directing. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
he has. He has the greatest voice of all
Oh,
time.
it's so great.
He was the villain in the Jack Reacher movie.
Yeah, he was. That was the only good thing about that thing.
Exactly.
The first
I will
one or the
also-
second
No,
one, Jack Reacher
okay, the
2,
first,
the Reach
the first
Around.
Jack Reacher movie is not bad at all.
It's
second
I
one
did
is
not think it was very good,
atrocious.
but it has
Werner
Herzog as a
Herzog.
villain. And
I know
that's
that
pretty
in the trailer, the lesson to be had is to not talk to Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
Because everybody
just
who
kick
talks,
your ass.
yeah, every time he's like, "Hey, something quippy
Something
about your
bad.
drink," and
Yeah,
then he'd be
then-
like, "Whoop-bam!"
Yeah.
Yeah, he reaches out.
Yeah.
and punches you in that. There's a WTF Mark Maron podcast where he interviews Werner Herzog for like an hour and a
Does
half.
he just talk about Grizzly Man
It
all
goes
day?
all over the place. You should listen to that.
Oh, I definitely will. There's a new Nerdist podcast out I'm probably going to listen to today. He's interviewing Jeremy Irons.
You nerds
that's
listening
cool.
to
I would listen to
podcasts.
Yeah,
Dude, I listen to all sorts of podcasts.
fucking hipster.
All shits.
All shit's a podcast.
Yeah, lots of podcasts.
Yeah, I heard the all shits of podcasts. Is pretty good.
Yeah, all shit's
all
a
shits of podcasts. I listened to this very podcast last week because I wasn't on it.
Yeah.
That's how I knew about this underground business.
Was I on it?
No,
I think it was
it's just you
me and Roper. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys did the podcast.
No, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Wait, 2 weeks ago.
Whenever.
He was on it.
Well, it was a week. It was very recent, and I wasn't on it. I think it's the last episode.
What year is this? Who's president?
Why are the
Well,
police outside?
Jareth, I have some startling things to tell.
Oh,
Oh no!
damn it! Now I just bummed myself out.
President-elect. Oh man, I'm sick and tired of all these people in my fucking Facebook feed.
I can't even look at it.
No, I'm talking about Jill Stein is
Yeah,
funding
nothing's
the
gonna happen.
recount, and I'm like, I don't give a
But
shit. It's
Jill Stein
over.
definitely did not win.
No, she's funding for Hillary to
Yeah.
what was it? what were the states? Wisconsin, Vermont, and like was it North Dakota or some shit?
Yeah, I think it was North Dakota.
If they do a recount in those states, that Hillary will win,
Yeah, it's
and that
not
she'll
gonna happen.
get the 270. And no, it's God fucking damn it! I just want it to be over with. Move the fuck on.
If I thought it was a real thing, I'd be like, go for it.
Yeah.
But it's not. So,
No.
I mean,
So-
there's no...
There have been less than 10 cases of supposed voter fraud in the United States
Yeah.
since the United States became
Yeah.
a thing.
Exactly.
Or at least anything that was...
And that's just supposed, not
Brought
like
to a new
we
level.
definitely
Yeah.
figured out it was voter fraud.
So I promised everybody, or I said to everybody, I didn't promise. I said on like the channel, I wouldn't say who I voted for, but I'm gonna say no. I did vote for Hillary.
Oh,
but-
you insinuated it pretty hard last time.
Yeah, I did. But anyway,
I mean,
I've
did
moved
also,
on. Trump is going to be the president of the United States, and
nothing we can do about
yeah, and
Oh, yeah, the Cubs won the World Series, too.
The
These
Galact-
are real things that happened in 2016.
The
When we
Galactic
look
Senate
back-
has voted. Emperor Palpatine is in.
Yep.
yeah. So yeah, he's president. I don't care anymore because it's over with. It's like you get a flat tire on the side of the road. You can either bitch and moan about it, or you can change the fucking tire. I'm not saying that we change the president. I'm saying
You
accept.
sure as shit don't
you-
shoot the pilot. Yeah.
I say you accept your reality and you try and move forward. And that's
Yeah,
whenever I did
But I
the
do
video.
think we absolutely have responsibilities as this all unfolds if things go the way we fear they might.
Like Muslim registries,
Yes.
I'm
etc.
fucking freaked out about this
I am
alt-right
too.
fucking shit
I
that's
am
going
really
on.
freaked
Yeah.
out. I'm choosing right now to be in a stable place and say there are other people. Like one man alone can't act, or two because Pence is nuts too. Like
Yeah.
Jesus
But
Christ.
the whole, what I'm saying is the whole structure of our government will not allow this, right?
Hopefully,
This
it's
can't get to the
cumbersome
point-
enough that they can't do anything bad.
Yeah, like
Fingers
if we
crossed.
start getting to registries and like public gay conversion therapy and a national news broadcast that's the only news we're allowed to watch,
yeah.
that is the point when yes, absolutely, we got to.
When you get to some V for Vendetta shit,
yeah,
that's
then
whenever
we're in trouble.
Yeah.
like but I think we have to be mindful of it. So while I'm saying yeah, we have to accept this because we can't change it. When you're saying that is totally true.
I'm not saying that
but
we don't
have
hold
to
our government
accept-
to a standard.
That is the
We have to-
democratic process.
Yeah,
The
we
people have
accept,
spoken.
We have to accept that the people have kind of spoken. But what we have to do,
we have to accept the electoral college has
Yes.
spoken.
well,
but what
I
we
can
have to do at this point
shed some
is
light on that if you
still hold ourselves to a standard.
Exactly. What you got, Jared?
Well, I could explain why the electoral college exists. I don't agree with it. I would like to preface anything
Yeah.
with that.
It's quite odd.
I believe it's an outdated method based on outdated philosophies.
That's why it's funny when people are like, "Now we'll uphold the Constitution," a fucking million-year-old, like 250-year-old.
Back whenever people could own people.
Yeah.
The electoral college was instituted so that the states had equal representation during the presidential election,
Yeah.
or in major elections, because as we see now, massive. I think it's 60% of the U.S. population lives in major cities.
Yeah.
Most of that in specific major cities like New York, L.A., things like
Chicago.
that. So, like California, if we went by
Springfield, Missouri.
which of course California's huge as shit anyway.
But like 90% of the people in California live in like the major metropolis.
Yeah.
Metropolises.
And so
metropolitan areas.
if
Yeah,
we
there
went
we go.
by if we went by, and again, I don't agree with this methodology. I think the electoral college should go because, to quote the founding fathers, the electoral college was instituted to prevent the tyranny of the majority.
Which is pretty hilarious.
Because if
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic. A little bit.
the idea is that there would be equal representation amongst peoples, types of people, as opposed to individuals.
Yeah.
So that each state was able to have its own set of ideals. So instead, they created a different majority, wherein a majority of states. So each presidential candidate, instead of appealing to the most people, had to appeal to the most states.
Which is why we now have people, like every candidate we get is super broad.
And they fucking just change their story every time
Yeah,
they go to a
pander,
different
pander,
state.
pander. And even though we can see it on television, we all know that they're bullshitting. You mean it still works?
Well, it's
Yeah.
like most commercials. You see a beer commercial, and you know that drinking Budweiser isn't going to magically make those chicks outside mud wrestle in your
No.
kiddie pool.
It's just going to taste like shit, and nothing's going to happen.
But still, there's a lot of people who buy it because of that advertising.
Yeah.
Like those incredibly sexist Hardee's commercials that have
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I haven't seen that.
Don't you mean American, not
Those
sexist?
incredibly
Yeah.
incredibly American.
It's just girls in bikinis sloppily eating a burger, like while on a motorcycle,
And, like, having
firing
orgasms.
firing an eagle out of a cannon into like a spaceship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it sounds American to me.
It's the most Leonard Skinner thing you've ever
Yeah.
seen in your entire life.
This is some Nugent level shit.
Let's get off of this political tirade because, I don't want to alienate any of our audience.
No, and I don't think we've gone too. I think
we tried to stay pretty
I
neutral.
think we've been as neutral.
We've
we're-
said,
we're
yeah,
concerned,
we didn't.
but-
We said that we didn't vote for Trump. I think
No.
everybody in this room didn't vote for Trump. Or
I live in Missouri. I realize that my vote is irrelevant.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's getting closer now.
I thought much that way, and then I got really scared for good reason at the end. Like what I really want. Let me say this real quick.
Also, I'm not registered in Missouri.
What I really wanted. to
Oh, you're
do
registered where
in
the wind comes
Oklahoma,
sweeping down the plains. Okay.
What I really wanted to do going in, and I didn't have a candidate that I support because I don't agree with libertarianism, and Jill Stein likes to pander to a lot of like tinfoil hat people. So
yeah, she
I
does.
didn't really have.
And her music videos, have you heard those?
Oh no.
Oh my God, she used to be a recording artist like Enya back in the day.
Oh, wow.
And it's bad.
So anyway, I really liked the idea of giving a third
right,
party
buddy?
a vote, a third party a vote, so that we could just fucking get to a point where we don't, at some point, expedite the process to getting where we don't have to choose between two candidates.
Yeah,
That'd be
because then we
so
have
good.
to choose between the worst of two people.
Yeah,
Or the
yeah.
better of two people, rather.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's like, who's the worst? They get it.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
would be the fucking
But
shit.
in the end, I had to cast my vote the Clinton direction because I got really scared that somehow this would happen, and then it did happen.
Yeah.
So fear mongering works. 2016.
Yeah. All right. Final news item getting totally off the political stream.
Yeah.
Highlander movie. It's still happening.
That's pretty political, Andrew.
And it's going to be directed.
'Cause
I
there
think
can
you
be
just might
only
have
one.
chosen a more divisive topic.
There can be only one. It's just like the election.
Holy shit, you're right. The 2016 presidential election was a fight between two Highlanders.
Yeah.
There can be only one.
Except, I think Hillary Clinton still has her head, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
This movie is going to be directed by Chad Stahelski. He did.
Going to be the Highlander, the quickening.
Chad Stahelski is known for making movies like John Wick and John Wick 2.
Groovy.
There's a John Wick 2.
Yeah, it's
will
coming.
be.
There will be. It's coming out in a couple months, I think.
Okay, well, I'm
You know who's stoked for that? This guy.
No, I'll end up saying it.
He's
Me
fighting-
Also, don't just say it's just you. Include us both.
I think everybody in this room, for some reason, wants to see John
What has
Wick
6
2.
thumbs and wants to see John Wick 2?
Us guys.
Us guys.
5. This
Oh.
is actually a big toe.
I went, oh, weird.
That is pretty weird.
Yeah, I lost
Sheriff
my-
has claws and wings.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody knew that. Yeah, there we go.
No, he's fighting not Mos Def. Who is he fighting in this? It's not. I feel like a fucking idiot because I said
Some
Mos Def.
sort of.
I kind of want it to be most deaf now.
I do too now.
Common. He's fighting Common in this one.
Oh yeah. Common is a legitimately solid actor.
He is. He was
Who is this?
Common. He was. I'm trying
like
to think
a-
of a movie. He was a R&B artist back in the day. Brilliant singer. Guy is
Very
amazing.
good singer.
I'm trying to think. He's been in
Is
movies.
it common like the word common?
Yeah. Common, he was in Smoking Aces. He was in Selma, Wanted. And he was in Now You See Me.
I have not seen any of those.
I'm trying to think of everything else he was in.
Very slowly, Andrew will uncover the mystery of Common.
He was in Happy Feet 2. He was in Date Night.
Oh man, I was gonna look something up about Common, and then
He was
I
in
forgot what it
Terminator
was. That's my whole
Salvation.
day.
Who is he in Terminator Salvation?
In Salvation, he was
John Connor.
Barnes. I think he was one of the cops, And
Do you
then,
have a picture? Fuck it.
I guess I could do that, yeah.
Who is this guy?
Oh. After we talk about,
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Common.
we need a really quick.
He's a
update.
handsome-looking man, not gonna lie. For a bald guy.
Yeah, Jareth would fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Sure.
We need an update on the Jareth phone situation. Where are we on that?
Still Blackberry in it?
Still BlackBerry. Okay.
Woo!
This has been your weekly or bi-weekly Jareth Mooneyham phone update. I thought it important for us to cover that terrain.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks,
so
guys.
they've been trying to make this Highlander movie for like 7 years
Long
now.
time.
We talked about it, I think, back whenever we were the See It podcast.
Oh, we for sure did.
Yeah, I
So-
totally remember that.
Yeah, because Jareth was actually a fan of this show before
I was
before he became host.
Yep.
Yeah, what?
These are facts.
I'm trying to think now. Man, we've had a lot of people on this podcast.
There we have.
I was not an original member.
The
I
original
was-
cast was me,
I was second
Austin, and
wave.
Zach. You were wave 2.
Yeah.
Then after that, we had who do we have? Kimmy or
Shelby.
Shelby. Oh, God damn it!
Yeah.
I haven't talked to Shelby in forever, but Shelby was on back whenever we were See It. Then we transitioned into Flick Freaks,
Yeah.
and then things got crazy.
And that's
for
about-
some
Which is a
reason.
good rebranding, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why we had to leave See It is because A, we weren't getting any traction, and B, what production company, like big production company, bought the rights to See It? I think it was like
yeah.
CBS or somebody bought See It. or
Seems
something.
like a bad place to be.
Yeah, so we didn't want to get sued.
So whenever we changed to Flick Freaks, was that when Jareth and Mike were they immediately up in this?
They
No,
were-
because you guys
no.
were still Flick Freaks when you came over there to the...
We had about 4,000 subscribers whenever we met Jareth and
Are you
Mike.
serious?
Yeah, we had 4,000.
I've been present for like 3 times the subscribers.
You've been present for about 25.
We are assuming you're
1,000
driving the traffic.
You are the catalyst that got us the 25,000
I
subscribers.
strongly doubt that.
I don't know, man. We've had some great videos that have come out of
There's also
the
been
Jareth
some
train.
pretty strong reactions against me.
Also, get ready for some new Jareth videos. They're going to be popping up on Brazzers.com.
Yeah,
Oh,
the world's
yeah.
best porn site.
You know, it's been
Which
said...
is not true, like, at all, by the way.
No.
Oh, about
First
the
off,
porn on
if you have
CNN
to
or
pay
whatever.
for stuff,
It's
I don't-
not the best. Pornhub.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Free promotion.
Yeah. Yeah, because they need the free
Yeah,
promotion.
because they need it. They're really struggling.
There's this indie site out there that's not getting a lot of traction called Pornhub.
It's kind of the hipster porn site.
I don't know. I think it's actually the main one.
Yeah.
It gets more mentions on network television than Brazzers does.
Is
There
there like
was-
some sort of hipster porn, like where people go to little cafes and play harmonicas and then like suck gluten-free dick?
I virtually guarantee you that exists.
Oh,
Okay.
man. So,
I'm sure that there is porn meant specifically for hipsters.
2 years ago during the Super Bowl, it was 2 or 3 years ago. Whenever the
Oh,
Denver
yeah, I know what you're-
Broncos,
I know what you're talking about.
whenever the Denver Broncos got royally manhandled by the Seattle
Seahawks,
Seahawks.
Well, does that mean that a king handled their junk?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So they got beat like what 32
40
to
something to 8.
40
I
something
remember.
to 8.
I
All
know
right,
this
that is a royal manhandling.
Yeah.
All jokes
It was
aside.
bad because everybody thought the Broncos were going to come in and just wipe the floor with Seattle.
I have a story about this after you tell your story.
So here's the main the reason why I brought this up is because Denver they were tracking the because it was like apparent from like even the second quarter.
Oh,
that
like everybody went and watched porn instead?
everybody they watched
Like
the
no one
traction.
was watching porn at the beginning of the game at all. And then by like mid first quarter, it's like
the traction in Denver in Colorado went
Yeah.
through the roof. Everybody just wanted to go watch porn. It was
I gotta
fucking,
get satisfied somehow.
It's exactly it got fucking hysterical.
stroke the pain away.
Yeah, exactly. It was so
My
funny.
life.
It made me laugh for a good day and a half. I'm still laughing about it.
My story about that Super Bowl is I don't really even follow football, but I got in a pool.
Like water
I
pool?
love gambling.
Oh, a
So,
gambling pool.
I did
okay.
a playoff,
So, like, there was a big hole full of gamblers,
and
you
I jumped in.
Yeah, like DraftKings.
So I got in a playoff pool where everybody put in like $10, and it was like a playoff bracket. I got every single game of the playoffs and the Super Bowl correct,
Really?
and I lost.
Wow.
That sucks dicks.
I lost, and I picked Seattle, So I got literally every
Was it
playoff
a
game correct.
Was it a
Points
score?
tiebreaker.
Points tiebreaker.
And I thought Denver, the most powerful offense in the league, would lose, but I thought they'd score more than 8 fucking points.
yeah,
Therefore, yeah.
because
No, I
everybody
think,
knows what wins championships.
Defense?
lightning bolts.
Everything
Lightning.
up till then, it's offense, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I
And then
remember hearing
always,
that on the radio.
Always the defense wins.
So
Except
Yeah, I'm really upset by how much I know about football with having not liked football ever.
yeah,
in
you
my
probably
life.
know
Oh.
as much as I do.
did anybody
I-
watch football during Thanksgiving? I don't know if like
No.
your families are into it. Jesus Christ, Aretha Franklin. Did you
I
guys
got
hear
kinda
about
drunk.
this?
I did see. I saw the graphic that CBS did. Cracked me up.
Oh, it was so funny. The
time of
the
possession.
time of possession. So Aretha Franklin before the game did the national anthem.
Okay.
How long do you think the national anthem is? Like
2.5 minutes, maybe.
5 minutes. She drug that song out.
She had like a lot of the. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. World's longest tremolos.
Yeah, it was so like cringe-worthy.
My cousin worked with Aretha Franklin once.
Really?
Urethra Franklin.
Yeah.
Urethra
That's her porn
Franklin.
name.
He's a saxophonist. Or
His porn name is
saxophonist.
saxophonist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
Actually, I just call him saxophonist because sax is
Did
a
you guys
sexy
see the
instrument.
Cornhub thing?
what?
Like, as a joke, I think Pornhub changed their name, like, for a second to Cornhub, and then it was, like, just an image of a ear of corn.
I thought maybe that like Idaho figured that it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Not Idaho, Ohio. Oh,
Kansas, do they have a lot of corn?
Did your,
Idaho
was
would be, like, taterfuckers.net.
tater
Yeah.
fuckers?
Yeah.
sorry, Idaho and Idahoans.
Mashed
Idonian?
Mashed potato.
Idaho?
I'm fairly certain it's Idahoan.
Idahoans?
It is.
I mean, if
And
it's an Idahoan
I
potato,
have been in the state of Idaho, you guys.
I've driven through Idaho.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're supposed to do, right? Just
I
drive
mean,
through
I
it?
had to stop and look at some
okay,
sort of
so let's just
monument.
go ahead and lose that traction I got with forgiving
All-
ourselves to Idaho.
All 3 subscribers we had in Idaho.
Click.
Idaho
unsubscribe.
Idaho doesn't have the
Aw.
internet.
Now I'm sad.
Idaho doesn't. Well, I guess during harvest season you can plug your potatoes into the internet, and that's how you get electricity. And
Okay.
yeah, that's like our
It's
only.
all adding up. You can turn them into vodka.
Yeah, you
The
can.
liquor I enjoy the least.
Is
Yeah.
there ever been a good tasting vodka?
No.
No,
But you know what? There has always been a vodka great at getting you drunk.
that's true.
We back whenever I was a young man and I could drink, I would
Like 6 months ago?
Yeah.
no, I'm talking like when I was 20. I'll say I was 21
Yeah.
for
he wouldn't break a law.
because I don't know the statute of limitation on that. Back when I was 21.
I'm pretty sure it's like
A
2
week?
days.
To be clear, you could have absolutely died for your country,
Yeah, that's true.
but you
but
could
you could
not
not
drink.
drink. You could smoke,
Back when I was,
and you could have the worst thing possible, a baby.
yeah,
Or a gun. You could own a gun.
yeah, you could. 2 of the worst things ever: babies and guns. Anyway,
Babies and guns.
Yeah, The Simpsons taught me that.
so I'll say when I was 21, I was at Brian's house and we
Yep.
were drinking Aristocrat straight out of the jug, and we were fine.
Damn right.
We were fine. We would
Oh
go
yeah,
to
and then
IHOP.
you wake up the next day. You're
It-
like, whatever, I'm good.
Well, Aristocrat's like 2-cent vodka.
yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
it's
also
disgusting,
it's
Sheriff.
disgusting.
I'm not arguing that.
It's so
I
bad.
figured
It's
that
so
was
hard.
implied by me saying it was 2-cent
Yeah,
vodka.
it's so hard on
Like-
your stomach. I can't do that stuff now.
No, we were drinking like Aristocrat and Mad Dog 2020 Bling Bling edition,
Shit,
like it was going out of
There was
style.
one time you came over and you bought like fucking 4 cases of Franzia or some shit.
Oh, the Tour de Franzia?
Yeah.
We didn't quite do the
We
Tour
didn't
de
approach it
Franzia.
that way. We just drank a lot of it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I'm pretty
I also brought to your house Caliber rum.
I don't remember that, but I probably drank it.
then
It's
we did-
gross.
Yeah,
but I
we used
remember
to do
that, like we all
Edward
got
40
wasted
hands
on the
and-
Franzia. And then like I woke up fine the next day, went to work. I was like, "Yep."
If I smell wine now, I get sick.
Yeah.
Wine hangovers were the worst.
I literally pretty much, and this is not a hipster thing so much as I'm older
Poured.
now.
Yeah.
But I only buy alcohol that is like pretty good, and also like even beer. Like I pretty much am just gonna get stuff that's pretty
Man,
good.
do you remember-
I can't. My stomach will not abide.
Mother's used to make a cherry chocolate Bach. It was the
That
most.
Does
sounds
that still
awful.
exist?
It doesn't
I
exist.
really
anymore.
do like that winter grind.
I don't like cherry or chocolate.
Dude, this stuff was amazing. Whenever we used to go to Pat and Alley Pub for their trivia nights on Thursdays, which I want to start doing again.
Yeah, I haven't been in a few months.
Whenever, whenever
I
like
can't go.
My co-host of the
Thursday
Backup
nights,
Catcher and
right?
I
Thursday
go
nights, yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes.
you
I
can,
work.
can
I
or cannot?
work.
No, we need to. Brian, do you work Thursday nights? The
Not
evenings of
unless
Thur-
there are nights when I have to stay till like 6 or 7 sometimes, but
Whenever I'm not
we
doing,
need to organize one.
I have been to one of those, and it was really fun.
whenever I'm not seeing
Oh,
a
it's especially
screener,
fun because I'm pretty sure that Dan and Liz
I think our
tried, like, maybe misinformed a guy and tried to hook him up with Michael, like accidentally. It was super fun.
That's
though.
really awkward. Yeah. Why would
we had two
I just
names.
realized I maybe shouldn't have mentioned that, but fuck.
probably not.
We had two team names for our trivia night. One of them was the Velociraptors,
That's
I like
pretty
it.
good.
and the other one was when they're dead, they're just hookers.
All right.
I like that.
A good old Archer reference. It was great looking at all the people in the room that did not watch Archer, and they thought that was the most horrible thing they'd ever heard in their life.
Please, I'm pretty sure there's something about dead fetuses when I went. Not on my team, just on the board somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't remember what my team was called. It was something stupid. I didn't have anything to do
Whenever
with it.
whenever we have a screener, or whenever we don't have a screener on Thursday nights for a movie, like we're not doing Sif Pop or anything, I'm definitely going to be doing some trivia
Also,
night.
hi Dan.
Also, yeah, what's up, Dan? I think it's Dan's birthday, you guys.
It will be. Yeah, I
Is
think it was
today Dan's
yesterday. I
birthday,
think
or
it was
is yesterday
yesterday.
How old is Dan now? 27? 28?
33,
Yeah, he's
I think.
Dan the
He's-
man?
yeah.
Dan is Dan a year older than me? I think he's a
He's
year older.
somewhere
than me.
around there. I don't keep
I
track
think
of
he's
people's
Zach's
birthdays.
age. Yeah.
He has a boyish face.
Yeah.
I don't keep track of anybody's birthdays, not even my own.
I'm the big 3-0.
I
I
try.
keep track of Jareth's birthday so that I can mention it on the podcast. Whenever.
Brian's
When's my
birthday is
birthday?
so
I don't know, but the internet told me.
Brian's birthday is so easy for me to remember.
Yeah, as is yours.
I actually think
The-
that Facebook has it wrong. I'm pretty sure I put it in right, but I think Facebook has it wrong.
Who all is born on like that 48-hour period?
Everyone
You,
that's
me,
cool.
my sister. Is Kimmy born in that time?
2 weeks before.
2 weeks. Okay.
Spencer was
When is
Spencer,
before.
September 8, like the 16th through the 18th,
like the
is like
middle of
7,000
September.
people were born. Wasn't Rex the guy who used to kick the shit out of me
You do-
emotionally?
Yes.
He
You
was
do
born on
realize
my
that like
birthday.
Right then.
millions of people have been born on
Yeah,
that.
but just people we know.
In our vicinity, in our social circle.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up, guys.
Are you serious? But we still have so much shit to chuck at the universe.
Jareth is gonna give us. Jareth, I would like for you to, in closing, give us a short monologue on what is the best big game cat.
Big game?
Like a big one, like a big scary one.
The
You know,
best
your lions, your tigers, your jaguars,
the best big game cat
leopards.
is the jaguar
All right.
It's the ocelot.
because of its ability to both possess speed and stealth.
I'm a puma man.
It hides in the low trees of the
The
jungle.
treats, them
Yeah.
jungle
Yep,
treats.
jungle
Fuck you,
treats.
man. I've had like 12 of these.
No, jungle treats.
Jungle treats,
are
man.
what they
That sounds
call
like it's a
new
jaguar
cereal.
turds.
No, I was gonna say, it sounds like an off-brand cereal. Jungle treats.
Marshmallow
Those aren't real jungle
trees.
treats. It's just chocolate balls with marshmallows shaped like elephants.
It has marshmallows shaped like fruits, so you think they're healthy. You know, other shit about...
Lucky Charms. The real Lucky Charm
is it
diabetes.
panthers? I recently heard that like panthers aren't actually a real thing or something.
What about a puma?
pumas are a real thing?
Pumas and panthers.
Boomers and panthers.
No, like I heard that like panthers are just I think it's panthers.
Well, I
They're
don't
the-
know the difference between a puma, a panther, and a cougar.
Well, a panther's black.
Cougar's
a
an old woman.
puma is smaller, and a cougar is a mountain lion.
Okay, what's a...
Yeah, cougars and mountain lions are the same thing, pretty much.
Okay.
And a
about-
jaguar is
Jaguars are spot. They're like
They're different than leopards.
they're different than leopards.
yes.
Yeah. Leopards are smaller, right?
No,
Yes.
jaguars are smaller.
Are jaguars smaller?
Yeah, and they're like incredibly rare. They're I think jaguars are in South America and leopards are in Africa.
That sounds. I know
That is totally correct.
I know that jaguars are in South America.
Sometimes I look at my cat and I just start laughing. I'm not even making.
You just
this
start
up.
laughing.
No, I start laughing. And
Just
I'm
imagine
like,
you walk
I'm
in the
like,
door, look at your cat.
How are you kind of the same thing as that? Like, how is that? that weirds me out.
You know what's fascinating is that house cats, if they were the same size as like a big game cat, they would be the deadliest form
for
of
sure.
felines.
Yeah.
House cats are like, if they were just bigger, they would be
But
the
I think a lot of
deadliest
that's their
version of
need to
cats.
survive because they're so small and adorable.
No, they're actually incredibly well evolved. They're just tiny.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Cats can hear ultrasound and lower sounds. They've also got... So they have much better hearing than a dog. They've also got almost relative smell as a dog. They just have shit for close eyesight.
Yeah.
Because they get double vision.
And they get freaked out by cucumbers.
Have we talked about how they're adorable yet, though?
I know, I love them.
Hate cats.
I love
No, I take it back. Cats hate me. So therefore, it's a mutual disdain.
Gotcha.
I'm a dog guy.
I am a cat guy.
I like all animals.
I'm
but
fully
I'm mostly
infected.
a cat guy because I don't have to take them outside. They'll poop in a box for me.
I am fully infected by the brain parasites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to be crazy cat man when you grow up?
If I can, yeah.
I already
Okay.
am now. Like I've had a cat now. For
How many cats do you have?
One.
Oh, then you're not a crazy
No,
cat
I've
guy.
had him for. I've only had him for 3 months. But his name is Koopa, which is pretty awesome because that's what I named him.
So
I keep
is
trying
this,
to get my cat. I want him.
He was a stray that was just wandering around outside of a gas station and was immediately friendly. So I took him to the vet, and it turns out nothing wrong with him. He also he was totally someone's pet because he's very well behaved. He knows not to get on things. He doesn't scratch anything. He uses the litter box every time.
So you stole someone's cat.
Well, I mean, he was very thin, so like he had been out on the street for a while.
I saved
Maybe
a
they
cat-
just didn't feed him very
I saved a cat on the highway a couple months ago. It was a little,
by killing it so it didn't have to suffer.
no, oh, it wasn't the highway. It was Glenstone.
Yeah,
But,
basically.
Yeah, basically a busy intersection, Glenstone
Yeah.
and Kearney, just right out there. A little kitten in the middle of the road. I stopped my car and I moved him
And why didn't you give him to me?
because he was trying to scratch the shit out of me.
Yeah,
Well,
but I
that's-
could have
He
taught
could
him
have
to love.
He could have Jareth that cat.
Yeah. Is the cat thing true? Like they give a pheromone that makes you like addicted to cats, and like that's how you get crazy cat ladies.
Surely it is not.
Yes and no. It's not a pheromone. There is supposedly a parasite in their poop that gets in the airspace, which is supposed to make rats like the smell of cat urine. It doesn't quite do the same thing to us, but basically
No.
it makes things like cats.
Isn't that crazy?
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Also, I think
Supposedly.
we know the best use of pheromones is to get snakes to go all crazy once on a plane.
On a plane?
Yes.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
Pheromones.
All right. Now we're going to wrap this shit up.
Yeah, that was totally worth it. I'm glad I made Jareth do that.
Exactly.
Sorry, internet.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you wouldn't mind, hit the subscribe button down there if you're watching this on YouTube. Find us on all forms of social media, like Twitter, Twitch, even though we don't post on Twitch anymore. Facebook,
But
YouTube,
it's there.
It's there. Yeah, we're even on Tinder, dude. Swipe right.
Yeah.
Um,
you know you want to.
Exactly. Brian, you have
Yep.
Slow Descent and Backup Catcher.
I
Well,
do.
Are they both still going on?
Yeah, we're gonna. I do a podcast called The Backup Catcher. It's a baseball podcast. We're gonna be posting less frequently in the off season. We also will do one called The Slow Descent. That is a pop culture podcast where we mostly look at weird stuff.
And a blog, right?
And I have a blog called The Slow Descent, where I write about that same kind of pop culture stuff.
Yeah.
And Jareth would like to plug walking away from the microphone to throw something away.
Yeah. So, Jareth, you have not only you do this, but you also work over there at All Tower Media for the Spoiler Cast.
I do. Spoilercast is a podcast that I do
Yep.
with All Tower Media at alltowermediapodcast.com. Also YouTube, probably. Yeah, definitely YouTube. We talk about movies, books, etc. Things that can be spoiled. I was about to say like albums, but we don't talk about those. Also, you can't really spoil an album.
Food. You
Guys-
can talk about food. You can spoil that.
I mean, yeah, you can. I can spoil it.
Just let
Food
it sit out
totally
in the heat.
spoils. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Hope you guys check it out, and hopefully you like it.
We're going to plug two of our friends at the end of the podcast from now on because I think we
Okay.
should. So, our friends over there at Geek.0, the brilliant people there that help build our PC, and two of the smartest people I know when it comes to technology. like Sean and Chris are like beyond intelligent and like.
Have to be smarter than the people in this room right now. Am I
Oh, there's
right?
no doubt about that. No offense to you guys, but
No, we're dumb.
I am offend.
all right.
There we go.
And we'd also like to give a shout out to our friends over at Spellbook Studios. They make some amazing games like The Infinite Black, and they also have Heroes of Dire that came out, or is it just Dire?
It's Heroes of Dire.
Heroes of Dire, and you can find those on the App Store. Really good friends, especially Dire Monkey, good guy, Salts of the Earth. They help
he's
you
pretty
guys.
salty. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Have you licked him?
Yeah.
That's how you. Okay, cool.
That's how I make friends.
So Spellbook Studios also works with Altero Media. That's where you record all of your podcasts and stuff.
Indeed.
They're good people, good folk. We will catch you guys on
Except
episode.
Jeff.
Except I don't know Jeff, so
I don't
can't,
either.
I can't speak to Jeff. Oh, you just made him up?
Yeah, probably.
I remember Jeff is the guy that was supposed to record our one skit for Damn Daniel, and he
Oh, yeah,
didn't.
fuck that guy.
Fucking Jeff. All right.
This is Jeff Bridges because he never answers my emails.
I know, asshole.
He doesn't answer my dick pics either.
Speaking of Jeff Bridges, I
That
saw
is a shame.
Hell or High Water again. Good movie.
I need to do that.
All right, we'll catch you guys in the next video, episode 96, and then all of our other videos. So until next time, Godspeed to 100,000 subscribers. Oh, we passed 30,000 subscribers, guys.
Yeah.
We did that.